All right. I'm on Grunberg Slopes, hole 3, par 3. I'm in my 99 account, so I got some low level clubs here, some T4 clubs. If you like the videos, go down and hit subscribe right below. Helps out the channel. So in this hole right here with pretty much any of the clubs where it looks like we're going to be in a wood. If we bring, I brought out in my 77 account, my upper developed account, I ended up on this hole several times with a Titan. And I was in minimum wood. But with the distances that we have in our lower developed stuff, we're probably still going to be in minimum wood with no matter what. So this is definitely going to be a wood shot. So when you come to hole number 3, par 3 of Grunberg, you definitely want to bring whatever wood you have that's got the most ball guide and the best accuracy. And in this case, ball guide is going to be key with lower developed stuff. So best ball guide, best accuracy so that we can see where we're at. We are downhill here, so there is going to be an adjustment that we're going to need to make. I have not started working on these holes as far as like wind adjustments. What I've been doing, my typical MO when I first go play brand new holes is to figure out what clubs I need and what ball I'm going to use. And then once I establish what clubs and what ball I'm going to use, then I start working on wind adjustments. But I do know that this is downhill and we're going to do some kind of adjustment. Now there's several ways that you can come at this hole. You can come at it from the right hand side, or you can do a rough bump up here. With lower developed stuff, because of the accuracy and ball guide, I'm a little reluctant to do some rough bumps based on the way that the wind's blowing. So like in this case, if I was trying to get down into here into this rough bump, I would really like it just a pure side wind. So if your wind adjustment's off just a little, you're still going to end up in the area and bleed up onto the green. But if I have any kind of a tail or headwind, wind adjustments with lower developed clubs that are not very accurate are a little bit harder. So I typically, with my lower developed stuff, my rule of thumb is stay out of the rough. And so if you've got really low developed stuff, stay out of the rough. And that includes rough bumps. So let's see what this hole looks like here. So my opponent's got a Guardian, level 1. And a level 1 Guardian has a place in your bag. When you get that level 1 Guardian, it will be usable on some holes, even though it has no ball guide, has no nothing. If you put lots of backspin on it, it's going to stop really fast and you're going to be pretty close. But this Guardian does develop and become a serious contender in your bag, and it'll stay in your bag for a long time, but this is probably not the best hole to use it on. What we want to do is have a club that's got some ball guide, some accuracy. Viper. So here I've got my blue ring. I tried to set it up so that I had some kind of a marker. So I've got my blue ring rubbed up against the rough over there. I moved it over to my orange ring, trying to get up. And I'm a big fan. This right here is a lesson. I am a huge fan of not being any closer to any transitional surface than 2 rings. You'll watch other people shoot videos and they'll move that over until they've got half their yellow ring off in the rough over here and half their yellow ring on the fairway. And what happens is if you hit it perfect or great to the right, you're good. But if you hit it great to the left, you're in the rough. And I don't like being in the rough. Okay, that kills whatever you're trying to accomplish on that hole. So sometimes if you watch my videos, you'll look and I'm 2 rings off and the ball's not going straight at the hole, and I have to put on a little bit of curl, which is hard to replicate and hard to control, to try and bring it back to the cup. And I know a lot of times people will go, well, why didn't you just move it over a little bit? You wouldn't have to put that little bit of curl on there. Because when I'm a big fan of staying in the fairway, and if you start pinching up against transitional surfaces, you're going to have some problems. So if you're having an issue on this would be a great hole for a Quasar. It's a power 1 ball. It's got 2 side spins, so that'll give you some of that side spin to get towards the cup. So if you're finding that you can't get it done with a Marlin, you don't have enough side spin to bring you to the cup and you're having to ride too close to a transitional surface, switch up your ball. Switch to a ball that's got more side spin. So this club hits 1.9 per ring. So that's about a ring and a half. And I didn't do any extra. I didn't add on any extra wind, even though I know that we need to add on a little bit of wind. I put a little teeny bit of curl on there because I know that we need to add on a little bit of wind. So I put a little bit of curl just to try and compensate for that wind. And that was too much curl. But nicely on the green. A little farther away than I'd like to be. I like to be within 2 or 3 yards of the cup on any of those, just so you can get that nice, easy putt. That was a shootout, but if we were playing that in the tournament, I'm big on trying to be close to the hole. It's better to be close. Better to be close to the hole. All right, that was Grunberg Slopes, hole 3, par 3. Thanks for watching. Maybe.